Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September for the longer readings for my Aries. Hello, my Aries. Now, when I do longer readings, I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, at this point, for the last 2 months, I would insert a little snippet about the month's energy, but I had some technical issues. So I just did a separate video for September. I do recommend that you watch it just to kind of give you an overview. It's about 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes. So actually, I think it's 11 and actually I think it was 1111. So I think it's very interesting to me, at least. Now let's see what we have. 2 cards have popped out. And let's shuffle one more time and see what we have for our Aries for September. Okay, okay, you want to come out? No? Okay, hold on. Okay, 3 cards face down. The 3rd card is reversed, and that means if you watch when you watch that is a strong message for you. So be aware of it. Now, first card, the Moon. Archangel Heniel, the moon energy. Things, my Aries, you get this a lot. You do get, where things are hidden from you. And that kind of makes you crazy. And I shouldn't say crazy, but I know. It's like, I know it. I know it. Why don't they just say it? Why don't they just say it? Because I know it. And so it's a very strong type of energy about when things are hidden from you, because your detective knows really. It's like, I know it. Why can't I prove it? So just be aware that things, that there's a couple of things going on with the moon. The moon is about your psychic, connection, but it's also about things not necessarily being revealed to you. Well, in the September video, I talk about a lot of things will be revealed. Okay, so the moon, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes. Release the fears that hold you back. So if there are things that are, it's like, I feel for my Aries, it's like, I really should do this. I really should do this. I know I should do this, but because I don't have the complete information, I'm not going to. Well, that you have to make that decision. But to me, it's saying, well, if it's really strong in your gut, is it going to be one of those things that once you get past it, that you go, I should have done it. I should have done it. That's something you're going to have to decide on. So next card, release. So here we have a second Archangel energy card. And this is about, okay, so here it is. There's things that are things that are hidden, psychic abilities strengthening. This is about, releasing your fears, and then we have release itself. Release, another Archangel energy, and this is about letting things go because something new is about to happen. So this is the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. These are extremely strong cards. I'm feeling this now, that this is a really strong message for you, my Aries, that it's going to be this thing of, I know it, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this. Well, again, you're the one that has to make the decision, but think about it. If what you know was true and you didn't do it, what would you feel like? Okay? It's kind of like, I have a friend who said, my husband told me we should go to this one place right now and get a lottery ticket. And I didn't do it. We didn't do it. And right around that one time, that at that same place, that person, the place sold the winning ticket for the lottery. Okay, so it's kind of like, if you don't do it, what are you going to, are you going to feel regret over it? Okay, you have to make that decision. This one is reversed. The King of Water. Now, water energy is our Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. It's fluid energy. It's emotional energy. So again, this is that kind of like, are you going to feel regret? If you don't do whatever this is, because things are evolving for you over this, over this month. Now, the moon could also mean about the full moon. The new moon will be, The one that goes into, that's in Virgo is August 30th. I talk about that. The full moon is, I think that's September 14th. And then we have the other new moon, which is, I think it was September 28th. So there's a lot of things, I'm feeling that this is more that new moon on August 30th and that full moon. So just really think about how would you feel if you have this very strong intuition, and you don't follow through with it, okay? Now, if it says, oh, I want to spend my mortgage payment on lottery tickets. No. Do not do that, okay? Do not do that. Or I feel that if I play the roulette table and I put it all on red. No. That's it. Well, that's a chance. But don't, be sensible with whatever it is. Okay? But if it's something like I should apply for a job, I should send in my resume, I should tell people I'd like to work on this project. What's going to happen if you don't do that? That's really what you need to look at. So the King of Water is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work. So it is again about, the opening your mind, opening your heart, psychic intuition. It's kind of like being aware of what's going on around you. The King is a very masculine energy, but it's also very compassionate energy. It's very ruling energy. So just kind of really, but the King is very important in this mix. But these two Archangel energy cards, that is extremely important. Extremely, I feel very like I need to stress it again. Okay, so important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back, the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So that's what the movement is. Movement is there. Remember, keep that connection, higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, divine, whoever that is, keep that connection flowing. Because, again, it's like, oh, I really know I should do this. Also, too, communicate. Communicate with the people that this might involve. So if you, not to say again, oh, Debbie said I should do, no. But if you want to go to that personal relationship and you say, I'm really feeling like I should do this, and what is your thoughts on it? Take those into consideration. Because if they're really adamantly and say no, and you do it, then you're going to be in some trouble. Don't know who that was for, but it's always good to have communication. And yes, you know what? That September video, I talk about communication. Communication is very, very important, and you do not want to have things hidden. Okay? That's the other thing about the September, is no hiding. Okay, here we go. 3 cards face down. Let's see what they fill in the gaps. Light. So the moon, events behind the scenes, things hidden, you never see that. But when you bring light to it, nothing, the darkness can't hide from the light, okay? Darkness can't. Darkness dissipates. Darkness goes away. And light, it's almost like, the light at the end of the tunnel. The, things are opened up. Things do come to light, okay? So whatever is hidden will come to light. Now, it depends on what you have done with it, though. Okay, next card. Reverse, strong. Okay, movements, choices, and decisions. Again, this kind of goes with, here we have this on the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. So there is movement here. But with the movement, there's going to be choices. And then with the choices, there's going to be decisions. You do need to make sure you keep communication with whoever this is going to affect. Now, if this is something that it's like, okay, this is with my job, and, I'm going to talk to them about possibly I might be looking for another job. No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about if you have an intimate relationship with your family. If this is going to affect them, you need to make sure that you have that good communication. But there is movement coming for you. There is new, movement coming for you. Next card. Okay. Again, reversed, solitude. this is where, again, you need to make sure you keep that spiritual connection, because if you, not if, but if, well, if this important psychic insights you need, and then with this light and the spiritual transformation, you need to make sure you are on the positive end of that spectrum. Okay, you need to make sure that make sure that you keep that connection, keep your thoughts and your words on that positive side. If you have decisions, well, with decisions, you need to make sure that you're, whether that be praying, meditating, talking, however that is with that, again, that higher power, it's basically, you need to make sure that you keep that very, very strong. Because in some ways, that thing about, I really feel I should do this, you need the confirmation on whether you really should do it. Okay? You may not get it. Sometimes it's based on trust. I've been told to do things. I'm like, I don't want to do that. No, you got to do it. I don't want to do that. No, you got to do that. And then when I did do it, it was like, okay, now the blessing is yours. So just be, those are the things that I'm talking about. Sometimes it's just not dumb, it's just blind trust. And that's not easy. It is not easy. Okay, so last words of advice. Let's see, for my Aries. First card, transformation. Okay, transformation. Now this is, if you really look at it, this is like, the phoenix rising. Okay, the phoenix, this is about new. Transformation is not always easy energy. In fact, many times it's not easy energy. Many times you've got to be stretched and pulled and pushed and prodded. So it's not always comfortable. It's not comfortable energy, but it's like something is changing for you. Maybe it's something that you can't even control anymore. It's just, again, it's like, I know, and it's like this transformation's happening. And maybe that's even the whole thing about it. The transformation's happening, but you can't control it. It's out of your control. Okay, well, if that is happening, then think back to what we were talking about and about this. And if that is actually happening for you, then just kind of say, well, maybe it was out of my control, but I heard this and I know that it'll be okay. Okay, let's see what we have here now. Again, reversed. And part of this is this is experiencing. And then this is kind of interesting. It's not as dramatic as this. There's a lot more peace in the experience. There's a lot more of, this person is communing with the tree. And, whereas one point I thought this was actually, I thought that this was a new tree, but, it could be part of this older tree that's over here. Maybe it's growing down. I don't know. Maybe it's the new tree. And what's happening is that, by being, they tell you that if you talk to your plants, that helps them. So it could be that, with this is that here this woman is with this new tree. We're going to go with the new tree. And she basically is talking and loving, and it's this newness again. It's newness. And when you get this new opportunity, when you get this new, I don't know, what do we want to call this? This new time to move on, this newness that you need to, maybe you need to be treated with kindness and gentleness. Maybe you need to treat the opportunity or the event with gentleness and kindness. Okay, let's go on to our last card. And again, that's reversed. And here we come, abundance. Abundance. So these are all extremely positive. I don't know what you want me to tell you more about the abundance. But again, too, it looks like we have, I don't know if that's the sun, and then that's the moon. I mean, it probably is the sun with the moon, but here it is. This person is very satisfied with his life, very, he has everything that he wants right now. He looks very satisfied with his life. The colors are very, very bright, and big grin on his face. There's also, too, if you look carefully, there's also a book. He's sitting on a book. A book to me represents knowledge of some sort, and sometimes it's kind of like, he's happy with all aspects of his life. So, even though a lot of times, my Aries, this can be very uncomfortable, these types of changes can be very uncomfortable, it actually works out where there's a great deal of satisfaction in life. So September, oh, September energy, such an interesting time, right? Right. Well, my Aries, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.